All right, let's go ahead and get started. Miss Carolyn Peck.
Angel, it's so great to see you back on the sideline. I see that you are giving your teammates a lot of coaching. What's been the most important message you've delivered to them?
I think the most important message was in the locker room. It was after the Connecticut loss, and I had to explain to the girls, we can lose games, but we don't lose games for lack of effort. That's just a no-no. That's just not. Being a pro is, yeah, you're tired, you're exhausted from travel, you know, you're a little sore, but you still give it your all day in and day out. That's what being a pro is really about.
And going through your share of injuries, it just seems to me you have an even greater, you've always appreciated the game, but it seems like you have an even greater appreciation, not just for what you do, but what you share. Is that
yes.
Okay?
You know, you have so much experience, you know, and then you realize, like, you start seeing yourself in the younger players and you're like, wow, this is what this older player was trying to say to me when I was that age. And you start to get it, you know what I mean? And so I share that knowledge with them, and then you appreciate those things that you go through, because the longer you play, the more ups and downs you have. And these are things that the young players haven't even scratched the surface on. Like, you know, and I used to be that way, you know, you're young, you can go out there and just play without stretching and you can jump out the gym and, you know, you just take it for granted. So, so you have a great appreciation when you get older and stuff starts snapping out of place, and things are just, you go through these moments where, you know, it's an Olympic year, you should be in the Olympics and you can't play. And then, you know, it's the first time getting to play in the Las Vegas arena and you can't. So these are the moments that create that appreciation. So when you come back, you just appreciate even more, you know, that you don't have much longer left. So, so yeah, I just try to give as much as I can to the game and to the girls without playing. And, you know, it's the only thing I can do. So, yeah.
And my last question, Bill said he had asked you for an offense. You hadn't given him one yet. Have you drawn up an offense for him?
Yeah, I have a couple that I'm talking to T about. I'm waiting for the right moment to release it. So it's coming soon.
Thanks, Angel, and continue great speedy progress.
Thank you so much.
Paloma?
Hey, Angel, just wanted to know, like, how you're feeling right now. How are you doing? How's your progress? And kind of walk me through your rehab day to day.
I feel great. I'm in good spirits. I think everybody thought my mental was gonna be really bad, but it's really the best it's ever been. My rehab is just, you know, a lot of loosening up my joints, because at this point I'm very stiff. But I will say that my progress and my healing is faster than it ever has been. You know, I'm already doing things ahead of time. So, you know, and if you look, when I come back from these comebacks, great things happen. So, you know, last year came back off the injury, we went to the finals. So I plan on this year, after coming off injury, going to the championship and winning the championship. So that's how I look at it.
Have you done anything different with this injury? Anything with your diet or anything mentally? Have you just done anything different this time around?
Yeah, I have. I've been, I have more prayer, meditation, energy healing. I've been doing a lot of energy healing stuff. And then of course you have, you know, your physical therapy day to day, and weightlifting. I would say the more energy healing stuff is different, but then I'm in a different environment. With this injury, you know, I'm being taken care of so well. My teammates have been so supportive. The first injury, I was just kind of on my own island by myself, but here I'm just really surrounded by a great organization and great teammates. So it's really good. That helps with your healing process, just being around people who, you know, show they love you and care. And even Asia Wilson and the girls are always like, yo, we got you, Angel, don't worry, we got you, your teammates got you. And that's really, that makes you feel good. That helps with the healing, you know? So, you know, we all know that being down and depressed, that alters the healing process. So that's why I made sure I didn't get into that space. So I don't have time to do anything that will alter this healing. I got to get back. You know, my goal is now get back as fast as I can. Next year is what? Australia World Championships. Then you got 2024 Paris Olympics, which will probably be the last one because I'll be 37. But I'm ready to get back. I don't have time. So that's just my mind frame.
Awesome. I'll just ask one last question. Are you proud to see the comeback Kelsey Plum is making and how she's so dominant out there? Is that kind of an inspiration to the whole team?
It's an inspiration to the whole team, and she's been inspiring me. I ask her questions, you know, like I'm like, Kelsey, you know, what did you do when you got a lot of stiffness? She's like, honestly, it's what I ate. When I ate this kind of food, I'm like, okay, let me watch those foods. And, you know, just watching her on the 3-on-3, when she was getting interviewed, they were just saying, just a year ago, you were out playing, now you're here about to be in the Olympics. I'm like, that is so encouraging to just see that. She's a great example of what the kids need to watch coming back from an injury.
Awesome. Best of luck. Happy you're doing well.
Thank you.
Nick?
Hey, Angel. Wanted to ask you, you talked about just the rehab process, but you talked about the support from the players and coaches, but what does it mean to have the support also from the organization itself?
Yeah, the organization, that's what I mean, the whole organization, the franchise, it's all been great. We have an amazing owner. Mark Davis has been great. He texts me from time to time just to ask how I'm doing. And I'm like, I'm just not used to that kind of stuff, you know? So just to hear him just say, hey, you doing good and this, that, and I'm like, yeah, I'm great. Like that, those are the things that just help. That help because it just shows that this franchise, this organization, they care about their players. They really do. And I'm just so glad to be a part of something so wonderful. And even the fans, you know, the fans are great. They're like, hey, just get back, get well. They're so encouraging, you know, especially on social media posts. The comments are great. And that's the energy you need with coming back. That's the kind of energy. So it's been amazing.
That's
All right.
awesome.
One more question for Angel, and then she's got to run. Corey, close us out.
Hey, Andrew, how you doing?
Hey, Corey.
So you briefly touched on my question actually, but how are you keeping mentally, engaged during this time, and how important is your presence around the team, especially with your veteran experience?
Yeah, I think that's the only part that gets to me is like during the games. I'm like, dang, I want to be out there in this moment. I know what I would do in this moment as a vet. Man, those are the only thing that like that itch. That's the only thing that gets you. Other than that, you just keep lending your expertise, your experience to the girls. Hey, come here real quick. I saw that you could do this. You know, that's what you give. And just that space of feeling good that you can, lend a helping hand, just giving advice, or being out there just giving some encouragement. So I've been really enjoying that role right now, and it's just great. It's great.
Thank you, Angel. I hope you get back soon.
Thank you.
Thanks, Angel. We will let you go and switch you out for Coach Tanisha Wright.